Okay, the last thing you need to do so that we can tell all these starships apart, because they're going to look pretty similar, is you're going to put your initials on the starship. So over in Tinkercad under Design Starters, there is the letters and numbers. So you're going to go to the letters and you're going to pull out the two letters for your initials. So I am S and P for Sal Pasifumi. You might need to rotate the letters so that they will appear in the correct orientation for your starship. So I'm just holding the shift key down and rotating these quickly, basically twisting them around. You might notice that the letters are a little too large to fit on the fins. If that's the case, you can just resize these letters so that they'll fit. One of the things that I like to do is to hold down the shift key and increase or decrease the size of the letters all in the same dimension. But the problem with that is if you make it smaller, it might end up being too short. So one of the things I do first is I grab the top adjustment block and just make the item really tall. And then when I shrink it down so that it fits into the fin, I don't have to worry that I've made it too short to be able to see it. I will obviously then shrink this down. So you have two choices for how you can do your letters. One is to leave the letters as solid shapes and just make them a little bit taller than the size of the fin. Make sure they're not sticking out underneath the work plane. The other choice is to, again, I'm going to make this bigger and then hold down shift and grab a corner so I can resize it the correct way. The other thing that you can do is you can, instead of doing a shape, you can make the object a hole. And then when you group it, if you make it a hole, it will cut through. So you could do it that way. There's one other way that you could do it as well when doing the hole, which is instead of having the hole cut all the way through the fin, I'm going to pick it up a couple of millimeters off of the work plane and now regroup it. And now you'll see that it's cut a hole in the fin here once it's done with that, but it just hasn't gone all the way through the fin. So you choose which way you want. A shape that's sticking out above, a hole that cuts all the way through, or a hole that cuts part way through the fin. You could also put these initials anywhere else on the starship that you want, but I think it makes sense on the fin. But if you want to put it in the body, that's totally fine. But this way we can tell them apart when we print them all out. All right, good luck. I can't wait to see what you make.